Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And again, please make sure your lines are on mute. Want to go ahead and have a clear, concise call. Want to make sure that the whole entire audience is able to take some good, copious notes, and don't want them to miss a thing. So, with that being said, I am Samuel Bean, the VP of Sales for the Build Trading Academy. And like I said, tonight we're going to be talking about trading, investing, and cash flow creation. And so, but before we do that, I just want to give you guys an idea of kind of who you're speaking with. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My wife and I, we've had a measurable level of success, and we've been blessed by being in company with some great people who we're able to learn from and do business with. We made seven figures in three different industries. And I like to tell people this, I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you guys that, again, we are as humble as they come. We are great students of business and investing and things like that. And we just like to see people learn, grow, and also put themselves in a position where they can build what I like to call a economic or financial firewall around their families, their households, their businesses, and the household economies, right? So if anything was to ever happen to them, they would be set and wouldn't have to worry about anything. So if you're here tonight, to say, "Hey, look, I just want to make a little bit of extra money, or I want to learn how to trade, or I want to look at some investment opportunities and see if this is right for me, or if I just want to create a nice stream, solid stream of income, right, by building a brokerage, right, and see what that looks like. Guys, we're here to cater to you all. So, again, so I'm glad that you're here. Go ahead and get yourself ready to take some good copious notes. I'll go ahead and get this thing started. And as we get started, definitely got to give you guys a disclaimer. And that disclaimer states that I am not a financial advisor, and all the information shared during this event is for educational and informational purposes only. And at some point in time, it might be entertainment purposes only. But the Build Network, Omni, Algo Alpha, they do not guarantee any income or financial results. Right? Trading involves risk, and past performances does not guarantee future success. Right? Participants are encouraged and are really encouraged to use discretion and seek independent financial advice before making trading decisions. And one thing that I do want you guys to pay attention to is that last line where it says, "Do not ever give anyone your money to trade for you." Okay. Again, this is not your cousin doing your taxes. This is something that I can just tell you right now. You want to make sure that you are the one trading your money, right? Or you want to make sure that you're the one managing your money while it's being traded. And I'm going to show you how you can do one or both of those things tonight. And this will probably be the only place that you'll hear of any such thing, when it comes to investing and trading. So again, please pay close attention to what we're about to talk about. Okay. Now, first one, I always talk about the four ways to earn money, right? And when you look at Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote a lot of big time books on money. Rich Dad Poor Dad was one. The four quadrants were another. And when you look at the four quadrants, it talked about the cash flow quadrants, right? It talked about the E, the S, the I, and the B quadrants. And the E quadrant, that's the one where the most people reside. That's where the majority of the people there are people who want security and stability. They don't want to take risk, right? They like the knowing how much money they're going to make, and that they have something structured, right? These are individuals who they're not risk takers. They don't have vision, and high economic business IQ, and so these are individuals who are okay with relying on someone else to create a path for them to go out there and earn a living, right? And so when you look at the next one, which is the self-employment, these are the people who they know for a fact that they don't want to have a boss, right? They want to have control. And these are the people who they have a specific skill set that they learn how to monetize, and now they want to build a customer base around it. So now that they can design their income and their lifestyle. So you're looking at dentists, you're looking at realtors, you're looking at consultants, you're looking at anybody who can do landscapers, anybody who can do their own thing, right? As and be self-employed. That's just that segment, and they do very, very well for themselves, based on their skill set and client base. Now, the third one is the business. This is where you have companies who business owners who, they really want, leverage. They really want to make sure that they are in a position where they're building around their ideas, their concepts, right, their ingenuity. They're the ones who like infrastructure. They want that like, to be able to create, wealth on the backs of other individuals, right? They're the ones that want to give you a job, so they'll never have to work one, right? It's very, very key, very, very important, right? And then you look at the investors, that investor segment, these individuals who, they say, you know what, I'm just going to let my money work for me, right? I believe in passive income where I can build an asset or invest in an asset. It's going to grow without my involvement, without my skill set, once I set it in motion. And then you have the residual income as well. Yeah, they got some money where they're building, or they're allowing their money to build subscription-based businesses or concepts where that cash flow is just coming in, month out, month in, month out. So either way, they like, the money that is automated. Okay. And so when you look at which one of these categories that you fall in, you want to make sure that you figure out what you need to do to upgrade. Right. And so 2025 was a rough year for a lot of people, and especially in the E quadrant, the employee quadrant. Had 1.4 million people who were employees lost their job last year, and they had no control over that. And so for me, even if you like your job or you plan on keeping a job, period, which is not a bad idea, just it shouldn't be your only idea. Yeah, I would definitely say look at upgrading to the self-employed, right? And for some of you guys, if being self-employed is not for you and you make pretty good money, start investing. Okay, segue into the I segment where at least you have monies working for you. You can actually use for leverage, in case anything was ever happen. Okay. So 95% of the people, guys, they actually work and fight for the 5% of the wealth that's out there in the world. And the 5%, they actually control 95% of the wealth of the world because they're the ones with the businesses. They're the ones with the ideas, the concepts, and they're the ones that control the flow. So make sure you get to one of those more desirable brackets. Okay. So when you look at Build, the Trading Academy itself, guys, it combines the experience of master traders with the genius and simplicity of our Einstein scanner and automated trading apps, Algo Alpha and Omni. Okay. Now, trading can actually help you build your own economy, which is one of the things I talked about um, and a lot of the speeches I've been giving over the last past year, year and a half, because guys, you can't have, the U.S. economy, be your only economy. That you can't depend on that one. And I have people from different countries on here as well. I offer you the same advice. The economy under your roof is the economy that you can actually control, and everybody's economy under their roof is different to the penny. Right? And so you want to make sure you put yourself in a position where you recession-proof your economy. You want to make sure that you put yourself in a position where, again, you build that firewall around the economy in your household because you never know what's going to happen that's uncontrollable to you. You looked at COVID. I always talk about COVID as a great example. Horrible experience. You had, 2 million people go home because, without a job because 30,000 companies in the U.S. closed their doors of business. And guys, you were home with no income, extremely frustrated, and very, very behind. Okay? And the crazy part about it is this, and I like to tell people this, um, when that happened, COVID was not your fault. The fact that you were unprepared is. Okay. And so, most people's frustration was more of a complaint to themselves because they didn't make a decision to diversify or start to invest earlier. Okay. And so I want to make sure, again, while you have this opportunity, go ahead out there and create yourself some income insurance. Okay. So why should you learn how to trade with us, guys? You should learn how to trade because you can trade from anywhere. No boundaries, no limitations. I always say, from the bed, the bath, the beach, where you're at the bar, it doesn't matter. You can trade as long as you have some type of device where you can go into the market, right? No employees, no inventory, no infrastructure needed, no ties, right? No get a chance to learn how to, a life skill that could potentially supplement your income or replace it, okay? But you can also learn this and be able to teach this to your children and your grandkids, right? This is one of the things where when you teach them this, this is something that nobody can ever take away from them, right? My father, he was a plumber. My mother was a second, like a substitute teacher, and the option of trading from home that wasn't available to them, okay? And so for you, you are extremely fortunate, right, that you have the ability to trade from home, learn how to trade from home, and also learn how to teach your kids how to trade from home, whether it be, Forex, futures, options, any of the other things that are out there. That's something that you're talking about teaching them that can break generational curses. Okay. Now, you no longer have to also rely solely on banks, jobs, or outdated systems. You want to actually become the bank instead of putting your money in it. Because when you put your money in the bank, guys, what happens is when you sign that power of attorney, every penny that you put in the bank, they can take out and put it into the market. And that's what they do. They actually have traders that are trading for them, right? Since you don't know how to trade and you don't want to invest your money with companies that will trade for you, the bank says we'll take 100% of your money, right? We'll use it. We're going to make 300%, 500% return on your money, and we're going to give you 0%, right? Because it's not our fault that you didn't take the initiative to do with your money, which is what we're doing with it. Okay. And so become the bank, guys. Right? Go study it. Do a little bit of research and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about here. These are the fastest growing demographics when it comes to trading, guys. Junior and senior college students, they see the writing on the wall based on the fact that your careers, didn't get you rich, and a lot of people who have careers as parents are struggling. So they don't want that lifestyle. They want that freedom. They want that flexibility, but they also want income that has no caps. Okay? And so when you look at next gen entrepreneurs, digital nomads who grew up with crypto, YouTube, TikTok, education, they want the same thing. Ambitious professionals who want to take control of their income and their time want the same thing. Okay? Commission sales pros, trading communities, guys, the list goes on and on. Everybody on here, influencers and creators, they all want the same thing, which is why they're all doing the same thing. They're all converging on the trading industry and the algorithmic trading and investment arena. Okay. Now, when you look at Bill, a couple things you know about us. One, yeah, obviously we are an academy where we're going to teach you how to trade. Okay, we're going to give you the tools and things, scanners and things to teach you how to trade, help you invest and help you build some wealth. Okay? But we're also going to, help you enjoy it because that lifestyle, got to have that, and tie that and pair that with the money, right? You want to be able to enjoy your life and live while you're alive, right? So when we actually partnered with Aventi, the premium travel company, and you get that as a member for free. And I'll go over the benefits in a minute. But you just think about having all of the experiences and if when it comes to freedom, when it comes to not just financial freedom or even time freedom, but you get a chance to have that stress freedom where you don't have to worry about anything financially or the location freedom where you get a chance to live your life anywhere from anywhere around the world. Okay. Now, when you look at the things that we teach you how to trade, guys, and this is what I love about the company, which is remarkable, where we're not just a one trick pony. And it's nothing against companies that specialize in trading one thing, like you have Forex trading companies out there, right? And that's all they trade on. That's fine. They specialize, that's perfect. But everybody's not the same. Yeah, you have some people out there who want something a little bit more riskier that has the ability for greater returns, which is crypto. And that market is actually open 7 days a week, so it don't stop on Friday like all the other markets, right? And so some people want to learn how to trade crypto. I have buddies who trade gold and futures, right, and different things in futures, right? We have also options available for you, so you can learn how to trade any of these things, guys, and you just figure out which one you want to learn how to trade that fits the portfolio that you want to build. Okay. Now, this is a curriculum when it comes to trading, and it goes in foundational trading here. You see that a list of everything from, all the way down to demo trading where, you get a chance to learn how to trade with somebody else's money, monopoly money, play money, whatever it is. You get a chance to move around in the market as you're learning and making decisions. And you see how those decisions affect you, right? And you get better with every one of those decisions because you learn from every one of those decisions, right? That's the only way you learn in real time. And that demo trading is going to help you out with that. Then you have trading essentials, guys. And, anywhere from, how to make trading a trading plan all the way down to trade psychology, because you must be emotionally, reinforced. You must be mentally, ready to go out here and play in this market. We want to make sure that you're not gambling. We want to make sure that you're not going out there and just using a wish, and a hope as as a tactic or, a method to build your portfolio. Okay. Now you have tools and software as well. So you got the scanners, Einstein, I'll talk about in a moment, indicators, Omni, Algo, Alpha. And these are things that, again, you really want to hang around for. But just know this, when it comes to most of the people who are out there trading or people who are going in a different direction, from trading, is because of a lot of the nightmares you hear out there about people who are, they sign up for a program and they get abandoned, or they sign up for a program and they only have videos and PDFs teaching them, and that's all they get, right? They sign up for a program and they have no live training, and they have no live trading, and they have no access to the traders at all. None of that applies to us. It's the exact opposite for us, guys. And so you'll find that we're booked out the whole entire week with trainings and events, trading and trainings. So you're going to get all of that and some. We have a community, in Circle, which you can talk to anybody, ask questions from anybody, get help from anybody in that group, right? And so, we've got everything you need and more. But, here's a glimpse of, our all-star cast of traders and the master traders as well. And I'll definitely start off with uh, Donnie Pips, because again, he's one of the gentlemen who not just trains here and trades live here, but we use his technology, the Einstein technology, as a scanner to help you go out there and find trades in the market, help you enter into the market with more confidence, right? But he has a seven figures quant trader. His E3 strategy is being used in companies all around the world right now. And again, he understands this stuff. Let me just say that without going all the way in depth with his whole entire resume. And then you see people like JCO Lara Cuenta, who he trades futures in English and Spanish. He's also trading right now CFDs, and which is a lot more affordable and a lot more fun for the masses at the moment. Roxy Castellano, who I appreciate Roxy for the individual who she is, the human being she is, and she's not just trading adults. She also trades children, on the regular basis. And so when it comes to options, so again, and I can go on and on and on, but just know that the people who you're being traded, who you're seeing trade and you're learning from, they're more than qualified, to actually teach you. They all, 100% of all of them, actually have trading communities that they trade for as well. So, and that happened prior to them, becoming a part of our panel. So when it comes to tools and software, the Einstein scanner is one of the people who are learning how to trade, they love the most. This is when I say overnight almost become my wife's best friend. It's because she has the luxury of having the smartest piece of trading technology in the world, making financial decisions with her, right? And so do you. So when you look at Einstein, how does it work? Look at Einstein as your personal trading assistant, right? And so it identifies high probability trade setups that line up with what you have been learning, guys, doing those sessions with people like Donnie Pips. Okay. And so, right now, let's just say you're in the Forex market and an alert comes from your phone, like my wife, or from your cell phone, or even from your tablet. That's Einstein saying, hey, take this trade, or before you do so, evaluate it, right? Analyze it and see if it's a trade that you want to take. And if it is, push the button. Okay. So it's telling you basically when to pretty much get in the market. Okay. And so that's like basically training, trading with training wheels, somebody helping you, guiding you, and getting you in there. Okay. Getting you into the fight. So now when it comes to Omni, what is Omni? Omni is a trading technology platform that can mirror advanced algorithms or allow professional traders to execute trades based on predefined criteria. It's designed to minimize human intervention and capitalize on market opportunities faster. Okay, so when you look at it, it definitely moves fast. Efficiency is that it's going to be at a high end, reduced emotional bias based on the ability of people now trading for you or algorithms trading for you. Okay, and one thing that people love that when they come on board with this based on Omni, is because it's a approved member of the NFA and CFTC, which are the agencies here in the U.S. that determine who can actually mirror trade as a company or auto trade as a company, and it's the only company that can actually do that. So, and that's coming soon. So again, be prepared, guys. Now, Algo Alpha is hot, is live right now as we speak, and when you look at what Algo Alpha is. It's an institutional grade trading software that can mirror advanced algorithms and professional traders to execute trades on your behalf. And I'm gonna just tell you, it has a track record. It's doing some amazing things. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the thing that I want to make sure I talk about first is the fact that when you look at institutional grade trading, that software is on the same level, guys, if not compatible or better than what they use at the banks, right? What they use, at hedge fund companies, what they use in places like in these investment firms that manage your 401ks and trade your 401ks and stuff like that. Guys, this is not a retail trader like algorithm software. Okay, so this is high level. 3,000 plus users plus in 3 years, trading results and that I'm going to show you. Our users choose the broker and you set up, your trading account. You can switch the brokers whenever you want, to whatever's available. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Once you set up, no manual management or trades is needed, which means that you set it and forget it if you choose to, right? You're no longer required to do anything. You can allow Algo Alpha to take those trades on your behalf. Okay. Now, this is the other option, and this is like I said, this is something that you've never heard before. Okay. And again, if you have, let me know because uh, I haven't heard anybody talk about allowing you to manage your own account, allowing you to add withdrawal funds at any time through your broker. That's universal. Okay. The software you can pause, on and also turn it off. That's universal. Okay. But the one thing that I haven't seen, right, is while the algorithm is trading, you have the ability to take profit if you want to, anytime you want to when the profit is available, right? You can get out of a trade and take profit anytime you want. Yes, we have some people who have been doing that lately, and I'm gonna just tell you their returns are amazing. And again, like I said, when you look at us talking about past performances, that does not guarantee future results, right? So don't set your expectations based on that. Just know that you now can see your trades all the way through, right? From market data, technical analysis, buy and sell decisions, trade execution. While you're in the market, you can see the trades, right? Now, you can now again, I say this for the fourth time, take profit. That's one of the most exciting things that people get excited about when they actually hear about this product because they've never heard it before. And if you have, again, let me know and let me know where. But now the Arrow Alpha guys, it can mirror the trades of successful traders and provide real-time automated execution for community, allowing our individual users the ability to activate their own trades. Okay. And that's another thing. You can take trades, activate your own trades and take trades, which, if you're inexperienced, I wouldn't advise you to do that. But if you are experienced, like some traders here, then people who are learning how to trade, you can actually do that. Now, our alpha can also mirror master accounts using algorithmic trading and execute them instantly for our community, which means that again, you can set it and forget it. Now, this is the disclaimer for Algo Alpha, and it's basically saying what I just did. There are no guarantees of income whatsoever. You're going to earn exactly, what you earn, right? That's what you get paid on. So risks are involved. Again, seek financial advice if you need to. But that's what that means. Now, when it comes to Algo Alpha, I told you I will show you some results, and these results were probably about 5 or 6 months old. I have to get them upgraded, but real time, guys, you can see what the results are. If you go to myfxbook.com, myfxbook.com, and you can see all of the upgraded growth on all of the four strategies I'm going to show you that Algo Alpha is using. Okay. And so here you see one of the more passive portfolios that they have, the intelligent portfolio. In 3 years, This portfolio has produced 192% growth, as of about 4 or 5 months ago. Okay. Now, when you look at the algo crypto, this is bipolar when it comes to results. As you can see, 658% growth at around about 3 years and on 3 years trading. This is a little bit more high risk. As a matter of fact, let me just say not a little bit more, a lot more high risk, right? This is a roller coaster ride for traders, but again, as you can see, we have a talented algo system and software, 658% growth, right? And so I love that because those results are there. Men and women like guys, numbers don't. And this is one that puts you right in the middle. You have a little bit of aggression, right? But you also, have a little bit of passivity right there. So 420% growth on the Alpha Trader. And then the last one, this is one that they just, I think it was about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. It's not that old at all. This is the Alpha X, okay? And those 4 or 5 months, guys, you see 84% growth. Okay, so again, the growth is there. The results are there, and the evidence is there on my FX book, so you can go do that research there. But one of the things I want to talk about real quick as we wrap up, this is a picture of Warren Buffett and a person I respect as an investor, and I've learned a lot from him over the years. And this is a quote that I live by, and I have lived by for the last 25, almost 30 years. Okay. If you don't find a way to make money while you're asleep, guys, you will work until you die. Right. And so that's Warren Buffett. He says that. And two of the three industries that my wife and I um, made 7 figures in, guys. It was residual recurring income that we made while we were asleep, right? And without our involvement after we got it started. So, I don't just preach this. I live this. This is what I'm here for. Okay. Now, when it comes to Venti, I told you get this for a benefit as a part of your package. No extra charge. You now have your own personal private wholesale pricing booking engine. Okay. You have the ability to save up to 70% on stays and 35 up to 35% on cruises. Okay. You get 4 and 5 star hotel and resort stays for 2 and 3 star prices, over 1 million properties globally, over 3,000 discounted curated trips that you can also take for your annual trip every year that you get on them. Okay. And then you have, obviously tax deductions for those of you who are business-minded people. And for those of you who have friends and family who love to travel as well, and you don't want them to pay full price, you want them to get exactly what you get. It's only $29 a month for them. So for less than $350 a year, they can literally go and have that access to where they can save, $350 a night on certain stays. Okay. But when you look at the anniversary, I talked about it every year on your anniversary, 12 months later, you have a 4 or 5 star stay on us, right? And that's a $4 or $5,000 value in those situations. And so here are just three of the 3,000 locations. Now, when you look at the actual booking, guys, when you book your own stays because you have now access to these savings that we're giving you. You look at some of these things that I'm going to show you are going to be on some of you guys' bucket list, right? You have South Africa right here, saving 35% per night. You have Miami, Florida, Four Seasons Hotel, 52% per night, right? 5 star, right? 5 star a night. 5 star hotel, 3 star price per night. Okay. Mexico, Cancun, all inclusive, 51% savings, 5 star hotel. Greece, right? 5 star hotel, 34% savings, 5 star in Bora Bora, right? 25% savings. Dubai, 5 star, 50% savings. Rome, Italy, 5 star, 37%. Las Vegas, Fontainebleau, 37%. And then you have Tulum, Mexico, guys, 39%. And these are some of the hottest destinations around the world, right? It's not just people from America traveling to these places. These are, we talking about top 10, top 20, top 30 worldwide locations that people want to go. And you actually have them for no extra charge. And you can fly, you can go to any of these places as many times as you want. And discounts are going to be there for you guys. Okay. So, how much does a Bill Trading Academy cost? Real simple. It's a steal. $199 $4.99 for a one-time membership for the basic, right? The basic package, which gives you everything trading, when it comes to the student, the classes, the access to the, the traders and trainers, access to the videos and PDFs, access to the circle group, access, to, just really join on and any of the archive stuff as well. Okay. Now you don't have access to the technology. Okay. Now that's the next slide. But again, having everything that I've already told you about, $499 down and $99 a month. Again, this is straight introductory pricing. And so this will not be around now. Okay. This will change. This is subject to change. Now, all of this is actually subject to change, to be honest with you. When you look at the elite package now, this is an upgraded package that now, on top of the basics, you also are going to have access to the scanner, the Einstein scanner for Forex trading only. Okay, it's going to help you get into the Forex market, and now you can analyze the trades and take it. And now you also have Omni when it shows up, and then Alpha Algo with the three strategies, with one or both, combination of both. But that's 499, right? And as one time, 149 a month to have access to that platform. And that's how they make their money. Now, the last one is the Premier, right? When you look at the Premier, again, you have the basics, and then you also have now you have Einstein Scanner that's going to be able to help you get into the market in not just Forex, but options, stocks, crypto as well, other stuff as well. So futures, all that good stuff. Then you have Omni and Alpha, which are going to allow you to uh, use up to seven strategies, in their portfolios. And this is just 999 down one time and 199 a month. Okay. And this is one thing I want you guys to understand is that don't look at these prices and because you're seeing them here, assume that this is expensive because one, don't bargain with your future. Okay, don't bargain with your freedom. Okay, be willing to pay any price that you need to make sure that your families are taken care of. Right, but the company Algo Alpha, right? You know, we're the only company that they have pricing like this for. Right, if you go directly to them and you look at their three tiers, one strategy, guys, one strategy alone is going to cost you $5,000 down and 499 a month. Okay, as you see the elite right here, you get three strategies and a scanner and education. You don't get that if you pay the $5,000. You just get one strategy, and they're going to trade for you. Okay, that's it, and it's going to be 499 a month. Two strategies is going to be 10,000 and 499 a month. Three strategies, they call that the bundle. It's 25,000 and 999 a month. Okay. And so that 999 a month, you're going to pay that one time here for seven strategies, classes, opportunities to learn how to trade, scanners and stuff like that, if you so chose to. But again, those strategies, they're trading those strategies for you, and you get a chance to now also manage your portfolios and take trades in either the elite or the premier packages. Okay. So that's our um, cost to get started. Now, when you look at that $99 a month, 149 a month, and that 199 a month, you can make that go away. Okay. And so every company out there has a referral program. And when it comes to the basic, you're paying $99 a month. You just help four people get be started on the basic or higher, because they want to learn how to trade or they want to be an investor as well, or a combination of both. You get a free ride. You get all of your education for free. Okay. Every month, as long as you have at least four people enrolled paying tuition. Okay. Now, the lead access subscription 149, it goes away when you help four people become subscribers, and they pay their tuition. Okay. And now that 140, that has to be at a lead or higher, and 149 a month goes away. Now you have access to the technology as well as, and that they're now trading for you for free and taking trades for you for free, right? And on the algorithm, and you're getting a free ride on the education. Lastly, on the Premier, that 199 a month goes away. If you you have four people who get the 199, the Premier access as well for 199 a month. The tuition is being paid. Guess what? Your 199 a month goes away. So that is a very big deal. Okay. And as we wrap up, guys, I'm going to show you guys, what the people are opting to do. You have people who opt not just be education or investment only. Then you have some people who say, you know what, I know some people who, really and truly can use this, and they know they can make a little bit of extra money referring. Everybody that you refer to the company on the basics package, the core essentials, right? $20 to $50 per person. $20 to 50. Okay. Now, when you look at the elite, the 499 package, guys, anyone that you bring to the table that enrolls, right, on the elite package and get that tuition, it's $100 to $200 commission for you. And then finally, anytime you actually enroll someone who comes in on the premier package, right, and they want the whole kit and caboodle, all the bells and whistles, guess what? You're going to earn anywhere from $200 to $400 per referral. Guys, I'm just telling you, this is one of those things that is helping people, make money while they're learning how to actually trade. Okay, and he has some other people who are making money that they are now taking that money and putting that money into their trading accounts because now, there's nothing that compounds an account faster than more money. Okay, so if the money's not coming out of your pocket and you're using other people's money, I mentioned Robert Kiyosaki earlier today. He called it OPM, other people's money. Guys, do that. That is the smartest way to go out there and mimic, the people who are in the investment quadrant and the builders quadrant, the business quadrants. Okay. Now, lastly here, I want to show you guys a really cool and um, quick way for you to actually go out here and create some residual income. And that's one of those things where for people who, like you said, want to learn how to trade or want to invest or want to do one of, if not both. Okay. You help four people. Guess what? You get yours for free. Okay. And you tell everybody else about how to get there, how they're going to get theirs for free, guys. And guess what happens? Your community starts to build up. You start to build a community, right? Indirectly, right? You don't even have to go out there and do the work. So there's no meetings involved, for you at all. Basically, you're just telling people, about the actual program. They can learn how to trade. They can have a set it and forget it investment. Okay, one of the two. They see it, they like it, they get started. Guess what? They're part of your community. Now, if everybody's doing that to get four, I'm just telling you, at some point in time, you wake up with that residual income coming in, right? 250 a month, 700 a month, 3,500 a month, 15,000 a month. And you do with, whatever you please with those monies. Okay. And so, again, just wanted to share that with you guys, because again, um, that is, some of the, you know, when I say I've seen companies do things when it comes to compensation plans that were pretty lucrative. This is the reason why I came out of retirement because I've made millions for myself and a handful of people over the years. But this is an opportunity for me to go out here and help the masses make a ton of money. As a matter of fact, I have a goal over the next 5 years to help 10,000 families make $5,000 a month and passive residual income. So this is one of the tools that I'm going to use to do that. So in closing, I want to leave you with this. Okay. Um, Make a decision to go ahead and get yourself positioned, right? And either learn how to trade, okay, or start putting some money in one of these algorithmic, trading accounts and allow it to either trade for you or you learn how to manage it while it's trading for you. But do one or the other. Okay. Don't get caught when something uncontrollable happens and you don't have a plan B or something in place already that you can use as income insurance or a financial firewall to protect the economy in your household. So I would suggest to get back with the person that invited you guys. One, tell them thank you for sharing this with you, at this moment. And two, again, let them know, which tuition package, that you want to go ahead and get yourself positioned at. And then we'll go ahead and get you set up and game plan session and answer all your questions. So we'll see you guys at the top, see you guys at the bank, and definitely going to see you guys on the beaches of the world because of the event. Bye bye for now, guys.